Hello and welcome to the Onside Kick. Ricky Whitmer here along with Dave Oster. And in this video we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers and their struggles of late. They play the New York Knicks last night. They get spanked. I didn't even watch the game, Dave, because when I was flipping through the channels, I'm like, oh, Lakers, Knicks. And then I remembered, oh, the Lakers suck this year.
Well, right now they do, that's for sure. The scoreboard made it look closer than it was. This game was a blowout in every fashion. Melo, 22 minutes, 30 points, amazing start to the game. Absolutely blew it up in the first half. Obviously got injured, but it's just soreness, so he'll be fine to play later. But this Lakers team, they just don't have it. It was like watching a bunch of 40-year-old men at the YMCA try to keep up with kids.
But what is it? Is it because they're old? Is it because they can't, I'm going to say because they're old, they can't run in the Dan Antoni system? Or is it maybe they just need younger legs out there?
Well, it's a little bit of everything, to be honest with you. All these problems are hitting at the same time because of the system, I want to say. I want to say the root problem is the system. And the issue here is, okay, you got a system where you're expected to run up and down the court, and the Lakers are a old and big team. I mean, you don't see many teams running. I understand Gasol's injured right now, yes. He's still big, though.
Dwight Howard has back
big.
problems.
I mean, it's just they're an old and slow team. They're big. So the running system, I don't think it's going to work out for them. Second, they have so much money invested in these old guys that their bench is a bunch of players who should be in the D-League still. So they can't afford a proper backup bench or even spot-up shooters like they need for the system. So I just think there's a lot of issues here, and when it comes down to it, hoping that, you know, a 38-year-old Steve Nash is going to come save the day, it's a bit ridiculous.
See, the way I compare the Lakers is right now in their point in their timeline, I compare them to the New York Yankees without the success. They're an old team.
That's even worse.
The Yankees are old too, but the Yankees actually win.
Yeah.
The Yankees actually go somewhere, and the Lakers right now, you kind of think about their past decisions. Why not maybe drafting better to get some younger legs in there?
Well, they've been giving their picks away to go after these big stars. So.
And
yeah.
I think the Mike D'Antoni signing was the worst signing in Los Angeles Laker history.
It seemed like a total punk move by the bosses. Honestly, I think it was just trying to get back at Phil Jackson, making him look bad in public. I think it was a petty move, and it's going to cost him. I
find it funny how they bring in Mike D'Antoni, who doesn't coach defense at all. It's all offense in his system, spot-up shooters galore.
Yep.
And you fire a guy who, the Princeton offense with Coach Brown, wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. And also, Mike Brown preaches defense.
Yeah,
defense wins games. Look at, and I know right now it's not the best example, but when the Bulls have Derrick Rose, why do you think we've been in the playoffs so many times? Because Coach Thibs preaches defense first.
Yeah. But something important to take out of this is it's not like the D'Antoni system doesn't work. Look at where the Knicks are right now. Same system. They've got one big downtown
because they have the right
with
personnel.
Chandler. They've got Melo as their scorer. And then they've got spot-up shooters everywhere.
Felton.
I mean, I haven't seen a team make such a high percentage of three-pointers in ever. It's
you got to look at what the Knicks have. Like I said, they have Felton's been playing ridiculous this year.
Smith.
You have Steve, I think his name's Steve Novak. I think is his first name.
Nick Novak.
Nick Novak. Nick Novak, the Novak in New York he's a guy you just put him in the corner. He's the Knicks version of Steve Kerr. That's what he is. That's why I think I call him Steve Novak.
But yeah.
Well, not as clutch, but he's a guy you stick in the corner, and then when he's open, boom, kick it out three.
Yeah, they're a really well built team for that system, and I think that's the issue with the Lakers. Their team.
They're not built
for a different system, and they can't be expected to run up and down this court.
Triangle
offense may have worked a wee bit better.
It's a triangle.
Yeah.
But last question, kind of wrap up this video. Unless you have something.
I just want to make one point.
Go out.
I'm sick of hearing Espen complain. I know this is a common theme. The mothership complain about how Kobe Bryant taking all these shots is losing them games. It's not so much that he's taking the shots. It's the fact that the Lakers mentally concede and physically concede on a part two to the point where he's the only person out there doing something. So he looks down the court and goes, nobody's even making an effort, and he'll just jack up shots.
Shot.
He makes his own shots. He gives Meta some love, credit there, but honestly, he's just kind of like, nobody wants to be here, nobody wants to be involved, nobody's hustling, so I'm going to take this on my own. And, I mean, he still put up 30 points a night. It's absurd, but they're like 1-11 when he does.
I'm going to throw one more question at you. Laker playoff chances right now. Do they make the playoffs, or are they going to be a low seed, like a 7, 6, 8?
They're going to be a bottom seed, that's for sure. And that's if they can turn this around right now. I'll give them 30% chance making
I'm
the
making
playoffs.
a bold prediction. The Lakers will be the 9th best team in the West this year.
Ooh.
They will be one spot out of the playoffs, and all of that blame will go right on Coach Mike D'Antoni. That's where all of the blame's going to go. They're going to miss it by one game. There's a team that's going to out-scrap them in the playoff race late in the season.
Could happen.
And I think that one game, that one team, all that blame goes right on Mike D'Antoni. But tell us what you think. Get into the conversation down below. Tell us what you think about the Lakers. Is it Mike D'Antoni's fault? Is it the players in that system? Is that why they're not working? What's going on with the Lakers right now? And also tell us, where do you think they will be at the end of the season?
Are they moving Paul Gasol? Should they? Let us know.